Great. Hey everybody, Bobby here with All Country News. Super, super excited. We are with my favorite girls, Walker County. How are y'all?
So good.
Good, awesome. Well, super exciting. Fun thing you're not seeing behind the scenes is your dad is here with you.
He's always with us.
Yeah, and your dad's in your band. So kind of talk about growing up with such a great dad and how he's inspired and really pushed you guys to pursue music.
Yes.
Go ahead. Okay. We look at each other like who's going to talk. So our dad, he was definitely a huge influence growing up. He was obsessed with music.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved it. So growing up, we grew up with the greats, country, rock, bluegrass, all of it. And I think once he saw Sophie and I really take an interest in it, he nurtured that and really just was like, okay, whatever you guys dream of, we're doing it.
I love it.
And so dad has been playing lead guitar for us for 14 years now.
Yeah.
Yes, we started when we were 9 and 12.
Yeah.
And
Holy cow.
playing music, and we, would travel, get paid in barbecue sandwiches.
Oh, hey.
It was.
I'm here for that.
And now we're in Nashville. So it's so great to have Dad still on the road with us and taking care of his girls for sure.
I love
Takes
it.
care of us, that's
Oh
for
yeah,
sure.
I love it. So I noticed that we all have something in common. We all have tattoos on our hands,
We
which
love
I feel like is a
them.
very elite club of
I'm
women.
telling
So
you.
cool. See,
It's
look, we got
brave.
hearts.
Oh my
I
God,
love
yes!
it.
I love it. So I feel like you guys would not put something on your body that doesn't give meaning to you. So do you
That's
have
true.
like a
That's
favorite
true.
tat you want to talk
Oh
about?
yeah, we got to
We
talk about.
both
We both
have
have this. Let's see.
matching.
Sorry, I'm
No,
gonna-
you're
We have
totally
that-
fine. I want to see.
We have the I love you sign. It actually ties in
Oh,
with
gosh,
our
yeah.
candle
Oh
we
my
did
God.
with good
Yes.
sentiments.
Yes,
So,
yes.
Yeah.
Our grandma was diagnosed with ALS.
Yeah.
About 2 years
and a
ago
half years
now.
ago, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in 6 months she had passed, and
sorry.
she lost her speech first. So she did sign language, and we would all do I love,
love
you, my
you. That
family.
was
We would
the
all do
big
our I love
thing.
you signs.
Oh my
And
gosh.
so when she passed, Ivy and were like, we want to get a
Yeah.
sister tattoo. I
In
had
honor
never
of our
gotten any
grandma.
tattoos yet.
Really?
And now
So I
she's
was like,
Literally me. I
After
got this
one.
one and it hurt so bad, and then I went and got that
See,
one,
I
and
know.
now I'm hooked.
They're addicting.
I won't show you mine for my grandma because it's like on my boob, but it's like a really pretty cardinal. I'll show you off camera.
I
How about
love
that?
it. I love it. We always say we got it for grandma, but she would have killed us knowing we got
Can
a
I
tattoo
tell
for our
you?
grandma.
Same. My grandma's like, why'd you get that on your body for me? I'm like, because then now you're stuck with me.
I
Like you
know,
have
I
no
know.
choice. But let's talk about yours tonight. It's
Yes.
your Good Sentiment Candle's name. I love that song.
Thank
How
you.
did that song come to be? I feel like, and I don't know if you guys feel the same. I feel like country women in country music kind of get put in this box. Like you have to only talk about certain topics.
Yeah.
And I love that song, like completely, you're like, nope, sorry, we're going to sing about this.
Yes. It was great. We wrote it with two good friends, AJ Pruis, who produced
Oh, no
our
way.
EP,
Great.
and
Yeah.
Thomas Fincham, which he's an amazing vocalist. So
Yeah.
when we, started throwing around ideas, he was like singing this like melody. And we're like, oh yes, we have to sing something like that.
Yeah.
And then yours tonight, I think we've all had that person that you're like
Yeah.
so infatuated with
Yeah.
that you're like, okay, I don't care if we're together, if
I
we're
like
not, at least we're
Yeah.
together tonight.
Yeah.
And
Or I can fix you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, story of my life.
it's all toxic, but I think we've all been through it, and that's kind of where yours tonight stems from. But it's one of our favorites because live, it shows vocally what we can do,
Right. Yeah.
and I think it's a moment Sophie gets out from behind the drum kit, and we sing it together, and it just always goes over so well. The crowd always loves that.
Okay,
song.
that's what I was going to drill you on. You literally, and that's why I love y'all, because like you were already in my head. I'm going to drill you. Why kind of show that side of you on stage, the drum side? I mean, obviously it's a passion of yours, so like don't hide yourself.
Yeah,
but like,
absolutely.
what's the feedback been like with that?
Oh my gosh, it's the funnest thing.
Yeah.
So I started playing drums when I was 10. And it was kind of just out of a thing where we were growing as a band. We were getting booked for like bigger things like weddings, and people weren't going to want to dance to bluegrass, which we were playing.
Yeah.
So I started playing drums. And the reaction I would get every time I would step, first of all, I was like this big when I first started. I would get behind there and people wouldn't even know I was back there. You know what I mean? So as I grew up, I got the long hair and I got the heels.
Yeah.
I walk out on stage and everybody's expecting me to grab a microphone or grab a guitar, and I sit behind the drums, and their
They're always in
reaction
shock.
I love
is my favorite
I
thing.
love it.
And then I rock out and bang my
You
head
do,
around.
yeah.
It's so fun, and so I just love that reaction, and it's always been good. It's always
And
been positive.
it's been fun for me too because I'm right up front, and to see the little girls see Sophie do that, because I think drums are such a male-dominated thing.
So true.
They're always like, "Oh, I didn't know I could be a drummer." We've had so many little girls message us and be like, "Oh, you made me want to play the drums," and my dad just bought me my first drum kit
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
it's
So
so
that's
cool.
really cool
The
to
coolest
see.
Awesome. Well, I feel like that, again, perfectly segues into our next portion of the interview. Your song Mirror Mirror, you just performed it here for us. I'm like standing over trying not to cry. Talk to me about that song. That is, I think, the most powerful song I've heard for women because
Oh,
we all, and
thank
I'm like
you.
trying not to cry at the interview, but
Go for it.
okay. Talk to me about that song. I mean, it
Yeah.
is so, I'm sure it's deeply personal for y'all.
It
It's
is,
deeply
yeah.
personal for me. So why really release that, especially if it's on your new
Yeah.
EP? I mean, you're really kind of, this is who we are as Walker County.
Yeah,
Right,
you know,
yeah.
that song Mirror Mirror, we wrote with two other amazing women, Jen Schott and Autumn McIntyre. And at that time, I really needed that song. I've struggled my whole life
Yep.
with body image and self-love. It's been a struggle that I still struggle with.
Same,
And I think
yeah.
a
I think
lot
we
of
all
people do.
Yeah.
And, you know, once we wrote that song and started playing it out, the reaction people got, I mean, we would have people crying
crying.
and like,
You know,
Me.
I,
Yeah.
I need
obviously,
this
like,
song, you
touching their
know?
hearts, right?
Yeah.
So we knew it was something we wanted to
Yeah.
release. People would message us and be like, "What is the Mirror Mirror song? I can't find it." We're like, "It's not.
It's coming,
released
I
yet."
promise,
Yeah.
I
So now
promise,
it's
yeah.
released. But yeah, and the impact it's had just already is so incredible.
It's great.
We did a music video for it where Ivy and I removed all of our makeup, which was
love that.
scary for us.
Yeah.
But
We love our glam. So
it
taking
was-
off our makeup on camera, that was a big moment.
It was
It was like,
emotional.
okay, here we
Yeah.
go. But just we hope that song reaches the audience, the men and women who need to hear that, because
that.
everybody's beautifully and wonderfully made, and we want everybody to know
Oh,
that. So
I love that.
Yes.
Well, let's switch gears a little bit. Less sappy, more fun in Midtown. Y'all just made your Whiskey Jam debut.
We did.
Holy
Yes.
cow.
Oh, it was
That
so
is
fun.
like, I mean, it used to be like the hidden gem
Oh,
of
yeah.
Nashville, but now
Now it's
like
a
you
thing.
gotta go. Talk to
I
me
know.
about just Whiskey Jam and Ward and being able to be a part of that community.
It was so fun. So
Yeah.
we did an interview with Ward for his podcast on Apple.
Years ago,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
A while
I remember
back.
that.
And we've never been to Whiskey Jam, so when they asked us, we were like
Of
over the moon. We're like,
course,
yes,
yeah.
finally. Like, you know, it's kind of a rite of passage here in town. Like you
Yeah.
play your Whiskey
Yep.
Jam. So it was so fun. We rocked out for 3 songs, which was not long enough.
No,
I
We were
it
like,
never
hey, we,
ends.
we want to keep going. We want to keep going.
But it was great. The crowd reaction was amazing. So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll be back.
I'm telling you, I didn't realize how wild of a crowd they had.
It is
every
on like a
and
Monday.
Thursday. I
On a
know.
Monday.
I didn't know what to expect, and I walked in. I was like, okay, these people are ready.
Yeah,
they
they're
are
ready.
ready for us, which was awesome.
I love it. Let's talk about the new EP.
Yes.
I have been waiting for a new EP for you guys for a long time. I saw you in 2021 when you opened up from Old Dominion, and I have
know.
been like patiently like, when am I
Us
getting this
too.
for? I know.
We were waiting too.
I know. So Smoke and Mirrors.
Yes.
I have played it on repeat. My sister and my mom, we've all been listening to it all together.
I love that.
Talk to me about that EP and one, putting it out around Women's History Month, and
Yeah.
what you want this album or EP to do for women and just for your fans.
Yeah. You know, I say this is like our first EP, you know, our first group of songs and projects that we really took ownership of. I
Right.
feel like it was a lot of, you know, we really want to take back control of the music. I think when you're young girls and you move to town,
Very
and,
impressionable.
you know, it's very impressionable. You have a lot of people who are smarter than you, have been in the business
Yeah,
longer than you,
yeah.
telling you, you know, what you need to do and the songs you need to cut, and you know, you need to look like this, you need to do this. And Sophie and I were just at the point in our lives where we were like, you know what, we're done with that. Let's like be like
back
put
to
our blindfold,
ourselves.
yes,
Yeah.
and really get back to ourselves.
So that's
yeah.
definitely what these songs are, and just writing from like a mature state. Like we're 24, and how old are you? 20?
I'll be 28.
Oh
We
my
don't have
God,
to say
I'm
ages.
older than both y'all. Be quiet.
But you know, we came
Yeah.
to town. I was 16,
Yeah.
and you were
And
19,
19, yeah.
and it's just, you know, we were young girls.
Yeah.
And now I feel like this is a mature project. It's stuff that we really want to say, and I'm just excited for the more music to come out.
I'm
after.
excited.
Yeah.
So, kind of a loaded question here to wrap
Yeah.
things up. What's your biggest goal for this year?
I think, you know, just keep making music that is Walker County.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's one thing that, you know, I wish we could tell younger Walker County. And it's like, stay true to yourself. And I know that sounds cheesy, but it's so true.
Yeah.
Stay true to who you are. Stay true to the music you love and want to make.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that is what connects with the people.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
really
yeah,
is.
it does.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are a testament to that.
Oh,
Making me
thank you.
cry in front of your dad. Good Lord.
I love it.
Awesome, guys. Walker County.